Well, good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this morning I've come up to Glencoe to try and get a sunrise, so I'm trying to position myself at Loch Ba to see if I can get near the water and then use that as reflections. So join me and let's see where this journey takes us this morning. Alright, so I've stopped here. Because before the sun rises I've got some ice in the water. I've got some nice frost-laden reeds, and then that reaches up to some rocks that gives me some foreground interest, and then we've then got the Black Mountains. So I'm hoping when the sun comes up, the sun hits the mountains, hits the mist on top of the mountains, and should give us a nice effect. When I turn round, equally on this side, when the sun's going to come up, I've got the rocks in front of me, I've got a couple of trees at the roadside. If I go kind of east, then what I've then got is the water swirling round. But to be fair, I don't really want to shoot into the sun because that'll just give me a lot of lens flare. So what I'll do is I'll get set up, I'll start taking my images, and if any of these pre-sunrise shots work out, I'll share them with you now. Alright, so I've put my polarizer on because I'm still waiting on, how long have we got? Another 10-15 minutes and then the sun will come up. I'm really concentrating on the Black Mountain Ridge because I want the pinkiness of the sky. So I've been taking quite a few shots. I've put on my polarizer so that I can take the glare off the water, and I've put on a 0.6 ND grad just to pull in the sky a little bit, because I'm really hoping this is going to kick off in a little while. And there's some cracking cloud formations sitting above the mountains up there on the left hand side, so it's absolutely glorious this morning. Alright, so all my GoPro batteries are running really low this morning, so I'm going to probably have to do a lot of improvisation and voiceover, because it looks like I might not be successful with because the mic only been on for 20 minutes and it's showing that it's low battery as well. Right, I'm just concentrating and making sure we get this sunrise. So what I'll do is I'll preserve the batteries and I'll catch back. I heard this noise behind me, two guys chatting away, and lo and behold, these two photographers came up behind me. We have David McCord, an award-winning photographer, and I'll share his Instagram as you can see in the screen. Really nice guy. And David's friend Zoltan, and Zoltan's also a landscape photographer, and this is Zoltan's Instagram page as well. But Zoltan and I also had an acquaintance earlier, and about 3 or 4 weeks ago Zoltan walked through the video when Bruce and I were filming at the Hermitage. So there you go. It just goes to show it's a small world, and David and Zoltan were great company. So the inevitable did happen. I lost all the battery power in the GoPro, all the battery power in the Rode receiver, but don't worry, I'm going to share the images that I've taken just now. I did improvise, I used my mobile phone, so we do have some footage to finish off the video. So stay tuned and I'll explain to you at the end the solution to resolve your GoPro freezing conditions at the end of this video. So I hope you enjoy these images. Well, I'm having to use my mobile phone this morning because it's so cold here in Glencoe that my tripod's freezing when I'm pulling the legs. I've just met two smashing guys, David and Zoltan, and when I checked the footage, the sound didn't even work because every time I put the GoPro on, it keeps telling me there's no battery. And there is battery, I just think the cold's affecting all the equipment. So what I'll do is I'll just turn round and I'll show you where I am. So this is Loch Ba. This is the Black Mountain Ridge. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up here and maximise the use of the colours of the water and the small rapids that are coming through, and get the Black Ridge Mountain with the pepper and the snow and some of the loose clouds that are along the top. And way back down there, there's Zoltan there, and David will be somewhere, he's got the red jacket on. Those guys will be shooting up this way, hopefully I'm not in their way. Yeah, so we've got a stunning morning. Unfortunately, I'm not being lucky with the equipment. Alright, so what I've been photographing is the Black Mountain Ridge. And I've been doing some close-ups of those little rapids as well. I have also been taking some B-roll footage with the big camera, and that's worked out quite nice, I hope. So what I'll do is, I'll share these images with you now. So before I walk away, I step back because what I've noticed is over there was a rock behind me. So I thought, oh, that might make quite a nice composition. So I've set that up at the back of my camera, and as you can see, I've got the rock here, and then what I'm doing is I'm focusing in on the background. So I'll take two shots and I'll focus stack them so that we've got the rock in focus, and when I do, I'll share that image with you now. Okay, so I've came to a different location. I've just come further down the loch, it's like a little river. So what I'll do is I'll switch the camera around and you can have a look. So switch the camera around and then you can have a wee look of where I am. So I'm just further back than where I was, and there's just a wee river that goes down to the edge of the road. And that might be the way I'll walk back to the car. But what I'll do is I'll stay here for a wee while because there's some nice reflections right in front of me, and I've got the tip of the mountain and the reflection here. So that could make quite a nice panoramic shot. I've got the sun hitting this bank here. I've got the water dark here. And you never know, it could make quite a nice image. So what I'll do is I'll take these images and I'll share them with you now. So I've just moved further up the way, and I've got this wee composition here where I've got the rock right in front of me, right in front of the Black Ridge Mountains. So what I'll do is I'll probably have to do a panoramic because I want to try and get these boulders in the front at the bottom of the image, and then the panoramic will take this shot, then I'll slide the camera up and I'll take this shot, and then I'll stitch the two together, and that will give me a vertical panorama, and hopefully that turns out to be quite a nice image. And if it does, I'll share that with you now. So just in case anybody asks, why did I do the vertical panorama at landscape? I've actually taken one at portrait, and what I'll do is I'll show you the two images, and then you can compare which of the two images you like, and maybe you could let me know down in the comments. Okay, so I've had to improvise. I've come back to the car and I've got the iPhone holder so I can put it on my tripod. But what I'm doing is I'm just walking the other side of the road to look across Loch Ba towards Schiehallion Mountain. I'm intentionally trying to avoid shooting into the sun. So what I'll do is I'll connect back when I find a suitable spot that's got a nice composition. Alright, so what I've got here is a composition over Rannoch Moor. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get separation away from these trees on my right for the little island in the middle. So I've just got the tip of the island on the right hand side here, and then there's a little boat shed down on the left. So what I'm doing is I've got my horizon in the centre of my image. I'm just trying to get some reflections on the water, get a nice sky, and hopefully I can get a nice image out of this. And also what I'll then do is take a couple of zoom shots, and when I'm finished I'll share those images with you now. So I also met a third photographer in the morning. So Alan, who you'll see in the video, I met him at his car as I was walking past, has his own YouTube channel, and his YouTube channel is a bike and a drone. So look Alan up, and it was nice to meet Alan. Alright, so my time's up. I'll need to finish the video here, I need to head home. I met two smashing guys, David and Zoltan, and hopefully the introduction on the GoPro works. I've had no end of problems with the GoPro this morning. It's obviously been far too cold for it, and every time I've turned it on it shut itself down. So after doing some research when I got home, you can buy these winter batteries that are enduro batteries for GoPros. So I'll try these for the next video and I'll report back soon. So I've had to revert to the iPhone. Touch wood, the iPhone has worked so far, and hopefully the sound is okay as well, hence why I'm shouting. So here's hoping we can make a video out of this. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because you know it's free. And if you press the bell notification, that'll let you know the next time I post a video. So thanks very much for watching, and here's to the next video.